What's up, guys? Today we're going to be covering some second round picks that have some potential to break out in the future in the NBA. These are guys that didn't look so great in college and slid all the way into the second round, but are showing out in the NBA as one of the some of the more promising young players in the league. Starting with Andrew Nembhard, the 31st pick, so barely in the second round of the 2022 draft, had a stellar rookie season and is a piece of the young, promising Pacers team with Tyrese Halliburton and Benedict Mathurin. In the 2023 NBA season, Nembhard averaged 9.5 rebounds, 9.7 points, 9.5 points, 2.7 rebounds, and 4.5 assists on 44% from the field and 35% from three. His passing talent is clear as he averages 4.5 assists and only 1.7 turnovers, which is incredible for a rookie and someone who passes a lot. His defense is pretty solid as he averaged a steal a game and around less than half a block a game. While his rookie season might seem really good, he is 23, so he played all year for 4 years in college, so he's had a lot of time to mature his game. So I don't know how much he'll be developing from here, but I still think he has potential to be one of the best passers in the league. Banton, the 46th pick of the 2021 NBA draft to the Toronto Raptors. He's been pretty solid in his first 2 years in the league, averaging 4.6 points, 1.5 rebounds, and 1.2 assists in the 2023 NBA season, which may seem lackluster, but he did this in only 9 minutes per game, and his per 36-minute stats are looking very, very good. He was sent down to the G League a decent bit this season, playing 12 games there, averaging 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. When given the opportunity, as he did in November, he averaged 8.5 points and 2 rebounds and 2 assists on 12 minutes per game. And in that time, he had a very good game where he scored 27 points in just 25 minutes in play. Next year in Boston, I feel like he'll be a vital part of their contending team, having him be a very good depth unit on their stacked roster. I don't know if he'll get too many minutes, but he'll get around as much minutes as he did last year, considering he only got 9 minutes per game. And if a team gave him a lot of minutes, he could average 20. Put the ball in his hands, he can average 20. He's like that. And I feel like I don't know what Toronto has been doing, not giving him too much minutes. They should be tanking. I don't know what Toronto is trying to do right now. They should have been tanking last year. They were like in that Wizards mediocrity zone where it's just is it worth it to be even trying to win basketball games? Which I don't think it is. But I don't know. I think he'll do really good in Boston though, and he'll be a vital part of their team. And our last blossoming young second round pick, we have Jaden Hardy, the 37th pick of the 2022 draft, who is currently on the Dallas Mavericks. In his rookie season, he looked amazing as he averaged 8.8 points and two rebounds and 1.5 assists on 44% field goal, which is solid for a scoring rookie, and 40% from three on almost attempts on 4 attempts per game, which is amazing volume. He's a really good scorer. He can score on most levels of the floor. He's been really solid in the preseason so far in his 2 games against the Timberwolves, both with which the Mavericks lost. But in those games, he managed to put up 13 points in the first game and 22 in the second, which is really solid. And he rebounded well. And I think next year, the Mavericks may even I think he has a 6 man of the year candidate level of play. He's really good, and he will be the steal of the 2022 NBA draft. I think he's not like he has a pretty low floor and a high ceiling, kind of the opposite of Andrew Nemhard. It's a high ceiling or a low floor and a high floor and a low ceiling. But I think he'll prove that he's one of the best second round picks we've seen in a while, and I'm just really excited to see him play. Like I saw him in the preseason games, and it's just like he's a masterpiece of a player. And it's just really exciting that the Mavericks have this young blossoming piece on their relatively young squad. Like they have Olivier Maxence Prosper. Sorry if I butchered the pronunciation there. They got Derek Lively, who's going to be a defensive stopper later in his career. They have Jaden Hardy, and they have obviously Luka Doncic. They have like young players on every part of the floor, and then they have Grant Williams, who will be insane. He's really good. And they have Kyrie, who, if he can figure out how to mesh well with Luka, will also be really good. So, like, I'm really excited to see them next year, and I think Jaden Hardy will be a big part of it. Not saying they're contending. They won't be contending. They're like a fourth seed at best. They're like the Phoenix Suns, but like not that crazy. Like the Phoenix Suns are all offense, and they're all offense, just not as much as the Phoenix Suns are. So I don't know, but I think he'll show out and prove that he's really good. So, and that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoy these weekly basketball takes, do leave a subscription and do leave a like. Helps out the channel more than you could imagine. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.